exact same job.
Recorded. Hey, hold on.
Okay, welcome guys, I'm Adam. I'm just starting up as a teacher here. You guys are what, 30? Yeah. What's your background in school? Fabrication? Yeah, cool. Yeah, so how much seating timber do you do? How much? Right. So you wouldn't know about poetry and that sort of stuff, you wouldn't know that? Well, you use a front edition or something, or the punch and stuff up? Well, this it's just an introduction to different scenes for applications. So that's what we're doing today, guys. You guys are helping me get my teaching certificate. Last thing I've got to do, teach you guys a class. Alright. So who's got any questions about sanding to start with? Do we know what these are? Which sanders they are? Can you identify them?
That's it.
Right, sander, yeah. Orbital. Yep.
That's a flat sander or something.
No, that one there, it's just an orbital sander. We call it a third sheet sander because it takes a third of a sheet of sandpaper. Right. And that's just your detailing sander, your mouth sander. Alright, cool. That one's your disc sander.
Yeah.
They're just dangerous. They just spin, they don't orbit, they're just steady. Put screws and stuff. It's good for taking off big sections of like two debris or something. You've got to cut it right down real quick. Yeah. And if you want to run into the gel coat on the corner of the deck, it's good to break that chunk out as well. And the back arm, you've got to be real careful. So there you go. These ones, this is a mini belt sander. Same as the big one, but we call it a finger sander. And that's just for getting into your tight spaces that you can't get to, obviously. Sometimes we're going around in curves, things like that. It's just where you can't get one of your ordinary sanders to. These are your main tools here, your orbitals. Now it's got tracking on it. That one there, that'll track the belt so it doesn't slip off one way or the other. This lever here, that'll loosen the belt so you can replace it and just tighten it up again. That's the belt there. That's the head where the motor is. Obviously the grip, the handle, and the trigger. What's that button there?
Lock your trigger on.
Okay, locks your trigger on. I don't use it. If you've got to let go in a hurry and your tool doesn't stop, that's just going to do something you don't have to do. Right, so obviously if you're on the same thing for a long time and your finger's getting sore, give yourself a break and put the lock on. But if you're doing like a small job, don't put the lock on because you might put it down. Another thing I've had to do is with tools and locks, if you've got an extension lead and you're working with it and it pulls out, this will stop. We'll put it down on the job somewhere and you'll go plug it back in and they'll just jump around and wreck everything just take a day in. That's another, I've been caught out, that's why I don't use it. Right, so as far as maintenance goes, when you finish with these, it's got these vents in the back just to cool the engine down. Make sure you get the dust all out of that. Dust out of the belt and the trigger. Wrap up the cord, store safely. Don't bend that when you store it. So give yourself a bit of extra room before you start up with that. Otherwise that'll just start fragging inside, break your connections. Now, when we're doing these sanding exercises, always make sure you've got some sort of mark. Right? It's just so your boss will provide it. They have to provide it or else they're not going to buy insurance. You don't have to wear it, but then if you don't wear it and they've provided it, you're not covered. Right? So it's all just about accountability. And you want to keep yourself safe because there's a lot of people die a bit too early and they can't keep working. So we want to be as safe as we can. Safety goggles, especially your corset grits, And these ones that don't orbit, they're spinning at a high rate of knots. They're just going to throw stuff like that. Yeah. Another thing with these two, the directional fingers, you've got to get used to putting your pressure slightly on the outside of it. Work out which way it spins. Most of the time, clockwise. Just put a little bit of pressure on the outside and throw your dust away from you. Right, it's another safety thing. We don't want too much dust coming towards us, so don't lean on that way. If you've got to do it the other way, you can maybe position it to that side and throw the dust this way. Same with this one, you will get an opportunity where you're going to have to go underneath something and hit another side. It's going to come up towards you. If you can, turn around and throw the dust the other way. Alright. Now as far as this one, for maintenance, where we change the pad on that. Right, there's a lock button there.
Yeah, so you spin it until it
Yeah,
locks in.
lock that, turn it. Yep, and then it'll unscrew, screw back up. You want to get it tighter, obviously there's a spanner for that, but you shouldn't be over tightening. This one here, can you think of what's missing off that trigger? Safety lock. Yeah. This one here, you'll know it's got that safety lock. You can't push it unless you push that in. That's a really good modern invention. This one's a bit older. These ones sort of getting the tighter and just get a lot more go. There's those big Makita rippers that just do the job just as well. And they all the so you can hang on to that, jump away from it. Now this one here, what's that one? Random orbiter. Yeah, it's dual action. We've got, obviously, what's this one? The head. Forward handle, rear grip, trigger, power cord. That one's been a bit, I don't like that one this time. I try and keep that straight again so we don't break that connection. It's a half day job to put it all apart. You know, put it all back together and reshoot it out, put it back in. And yeah, when you're in the industry, especially if you're working for yourself, time's fucking enough time to muck around with your time. So again, you just got your placement discs on there that just Velcro. There's obviously got different grips according to what the job is. You're working with timber, you'll go from 40 grip all the way through to about 240. And that's good enough. You guys with your alley stuff, obviously, you want to start a bit higher up, finish a bit higher again before you start buffing. Those actually do a hole, a lot more than they do in the timber, obviously. We've got the variable speed on the back there. That's really good for keeping control. If you ever find it's just getting away from you, just turn it down, just let it pull with the job. Again, we've got the trigger and the lock button. These aren't too dangerous for a lock button. They're not going to put a hole in you if they jump in. It's just loose sandpaper. So you can use that a bit more often on this one, it's a bit safer too. Still, whenever you can, just use the trigger, give it a sort of hand, or chuck that lock on. At the end of the day, blow it all down again, everything you can see. We've got, again, here we've got the exhaust port. It's a bit more of a modern invention. The world's getting used to cleaner workplace and things like that. We were putting an extraction vacuum hose on there, and it'll suck through these holes, get rid of a lot of dust, and keep your workplace clean. That's really useful. Yeah, I mean, on a workplace floor, it's not so bad. But I've done some jobs where I've been like refitting a fixed boat. You're going in there and picking up stuff, and they've got carpet, upholstery, and stuff all in there. You just don't want to be dusted in there. Then that's half of your next day gone. You want to get it up. Yeah, and you're doing it for free. Come out of your pocket. This one's the same again. Orbital instead of just the rotational. Safety features. It's got a safety lock there. What do we do to maintain the engine? One drop of oil in there, start when we go.
Make it go faster.
Yeah, a bit more potency, mate.
Sometimes they run in our workshop sometimes if we need to clean them out, we'll spray them and go and run it for a second and then put more water. Clean all the guns.
We used to be able to air these as well when I do a lot of spray painting. You find a lot of the oil from the old compressors that go down the lines. Sometimes you just get some acetone and squirt a whole lot of it down one end of the line, and then plug in an air blower and just spray till it's dry coming out. Then you don't get no moisture in the line, you get no oil in the line. You can just do a nice spray job, no contaminants. That's another one to remember. So yeah, 1 drop of oil spray every day. Not too much, we'll spray out the exhaust, make a bit sticky mesh when you're trying to feed. This one here, that's your battery operated one. Not relatively new. It's got a switch on the side there, right? And it's got your variable speeds. Right, so you've got on off, variable speeds, battery on the back, and again we've got that exhaust port for the vacuum there as well. Keep your job tidy. That's a really nice tool, that one. But I'm not taking it home. That lives here. Well, that's a bag. If you don't have access to a vacuum, you chuck a bag on the back there. That'll catch most of it. It'll make it clean up a lot easier at the end of the day. Now this one here, there's a few different names for it. It's a flat sander, orbital sander, or a third sheet sander. We call it a third sheet sander because when the sander sheets come in, it takes a third of one of those to fit one of these. So fold it in 3, rip it or cut it, and that's gonna fit on there really well. We've got the clips to hold the paper on the sides there. They just open up. You can pull that paper out, put a new piece in, and do up the clips, front and back. Again, this one's a bit dusty. These are clean out of all these vents in here. You got your variable speed on the back, forward handle, back handle, and make sure you look after that lead, trigger, and again, try not to use the lock on back too much. This one here, again, it's an orbital sander. It's what we call a decal or a mouse sander. So it's got three points there. You get the parts that are already cut in size, or you can cut them out of a roll of Velcro sandpaper. Really good for getting into your corners. Yeah, tight spaces, really good for that. These come in battery power ones now too. Really good to have in your toolkit. Variable speed. That's got a filter on the back of it. That'll catch a lot of dust, but that means taking off and emptying quite often, throwing it out. And make sure again you're careful with that lead. Alright, so does anyone have any questions? No? And any ways that you could implement that sort of stuff in your work? Oh, really? How could you use these tools in your work?
Yeah, I like playing like tacks off like a valve or something.
Very good.
You usually run those on 5-inch. So you can't 5% this and then 1
I like Tiger.
Or if we're on the tug, we use 9-inch runners. We're not fucking cold ones, we're cold ones for 5 minutes.
We had the 9-inch with 36 screws.
Yeah, that's what we used.
It's just to get rid of the top of the teeth decking. Some of the decking had come away. Those big ones that we go down there. So we had underneath of that all day. And got crown builders for a week. Really good fun.
Yeah, we've done a few jobs on some big boats where weld hangers penetrated through the, like you can see the welders through the layer. So we've had to go over the entire boat, weld it was like sand every single one down to 9 or 7-inch. That's top to bottom, every little bit.
Good on your shoulder too, isn't it?
Yeah, because the last boat we did, it was all awkward sand and then fully coated, so it had to be pretty short.
Alright, cool as. Well, thanks for coming in today, guys. I really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your surf week. I'll see you around here. Alright, thanks, guys. Yes.